Hi guys, welcome back to Vintology by Lola. I wanted to give you a quick update, and I told you, I think in the last video, oops, I'm moving my chair here, that I'm getting ready to do a craft show, and I haven't done a craft show in probably 15 years. So I decided to do some mini scrapbooks, and I used to sell them at a shop in a small town just north of the Twin Cities. And I haven't done that in about 5 years. But when I used to do these books, they sold really well. So I thought, oh, you know what? It would be fun. And back in the day, I did not do YouTube. So a lot of this stuff is probably new content for my YouTube channel. So I have 3 different styles and I have 4 different books. And I thought I would share them with you. So I'll try to make it brief. You know, that's hard for me, but I will try. The first one I have up here is with the new Simple Stories Vintage Garden, I believe. Not positive that's the name. I was digging through some of my stuff and I found that I had I don't know if it's Frank Garcia. I can't remember if it was Frank Garcia or Prima pre-done book. So it was all done and put together, and these pages are like chipboard. They are so hard. And so all you had to do is embellish it and decorate it. So it opens up like a gatefold kind of. Okay, so here is my cover. And I just did, everything came from my stash except for the paper. So I was absolutely thrilled that I could use some of my stuff. So this is an old frame. This is like, and I'm not kidding, like Michael's in the dollar bin, like, oh my gosh, again, probably 5 years ago. And I just had some embellishments from the kit. And so I guess not just the paper, but some of the embellishments. I bought like the embellishment little pack. These were in my stash, some of my flowers, Prima, and then I just put some pearls. I outlined this in vintage lace. Here's the side, and it just says little things, and I did a doily and a flower, and then the back. Oh, I just love this paper, you guys. It just screams beautiful. And so then I just put a sticker that says Dream Big and some more vintage lace to kind of tie it all together. And so when you open it up, put my water over here. I'm just going to check to make sure I'm totally in frame, you guys. Hang on. Oh, yay. There. Now I am. Okay. So I put in a pocket, and I put in some big journaling cards. One for a 4x5 picture, and one for just like little journaling. And I loved this. This was a piece of the paper that I just cut down. Be you, do you, for you. And I put Dreamer on the back of that. And this one I added some flips out that weren't in. So this flip out wasn't on here, so I actually put it on. So it opens like this, and you have room over here. I did not leave this open. I had considered it, but I thought it would be too bulky, so I actually closed off those tickets. You know how sometimes you do this so you can put a picture in there? I didn't do that. Here's a little pocket I put in here. I did some more photo mats, and I love this. Live your dreams. And then it's a book just full of yummy little quotes, and I stitched on some of the stuff. I stitched on this, and this is ready to go. And I always back my stuff so that it makes it much cleaner. So you could do it this way, or you can do it this way. I happen to like it this way because it's smaller. You flip it over, and this just says today, and it's all butterflies. I put in a corner pocket, did some stitching, some more room for pictures. This room has, this album probably has enough room for probably about 40 pictures. Some of them you'd have to crop, but still. And these pages are so darn thick. Anyway, here's a page where I did do a little tuck spot up here. And I did a teeny tiny, like for the Instamax photos, you could do one in there. And then there's that, did a little stitching, just goes up under the butterfly. This one I did a flip down. So there's that. Best ever, the very best ever. Just left that open for pictures. Flip it over. I did a belly band. I embellished it, cut this out, and then backed it, and then put it up on dimension, and put 2 more stitched. Put this one and this one. Thought these were really cute for, I just thought this would be a really fun summer book that you could do summer, all sorts of lovely summer pictures for kids, or if you do gardening, this would be a great book for your garden pictures. Put some pearls on, just left it open for pictures. Same thing for this. Some of this paper, you guys, was so gorgeous, I could not bring myself to cover it up. And I have found that in my experience, and the more books I make, I have learned to just let the paper do the talking, that I don't have to keep embellishing it, that it is just pretty by itself. I did another flip up here, did a little tab and then put today, flip this up, a little ticket, put a sticker over here, but you can't really tell because it really blends in well with the butterflies. You've got that. Over here, I did the same butterfly except a smaller version and popped it up and just put Pure Beauty. I did another little pocket, and I did this behind it. I fussy cut this out from the paper, put a little doily behind it. There's the bird, and filled with gratitude and more stitching. That'll be fun. Flip it over. I just love the pink and the black polka dots, and then there's like these white circles behind it. I don't know if you can see it, but I just love it. So I just put a sticker up there. This one I did a flip out with lace. This was, you know how Simple Stories has their different size journaling cards. So I just cut one of those down so it fit on here. Flip it open, and I also did a journaling card on the other side. This one I did do another tuck. You can take it out, put a picture. See, and I like the idea of putting the picture here, writing the story on the back of here and putting it on. So it doesn't take away from the picture, but that's just me. Here is just a beautiful picture of the paper. It just says, love you more, the good life with the bird over here. I did a double flip out here, this one and this one. And then I did a pocket underneath. And can I get this one out? Of course I can't. There we go. Okay, and there's another big one. And look at how pretty that bird is. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so there's that, and that, and that. Flip it over, another back pocket, some lace, butterflies, more journaling, and this one actually is a little booklet that I made, just like that, like that. And back here, I just left it simple. It just says joy at the end, and it just says these are the good days, and I put some hearts and butterflies, and then I just put right now on there. I liked that. And it closes with a magnet, but man, it's having a hard time closing with a magnet because it's pretty chunky. But, so that's the first one I did. I don't know if any of you follow or know my sister's scrapper, Ginger. She passed away this past year, but she has got, I'm not kidding you guys, she's got to have close to probably over 1,000 videos. And she does, or she did the best tutorials for scrapbooking, and her patterns were always free, and she'd give you the dimensions, and she'd go through it with you, and she'd give you ideas to decorate it. She was just a wonderful crafter and a fabulous YouTuber, and I think she's going to be very missed in the crafting world. I know that I went back when I was looking for ideas, and I remembered how I really enjoyed her tutorials, so I sat and did kind of my little tribute to Ginger. So this was one of hers. And this is a flip. This is a small book, and this is actually done with envelopes. And this paper, you're going to ask me what this paper is, and I cannot remember what this one is. Oh, I know what this one is. Hang on. It is Lovely Moments. And this one's by Pebbles. And I bought 2 of these pads because they were so stinking cheap at Joann's, and I thought they would be perfect for books because it's a 6x8. Okay, so here's this one. We'll just breeze through this one. You can either do rings, and I did rings with a bunch of ribbons and stuff, or you can use the cinch. And I lent my sister-in-law the cinch, so I didn't have the cinch, so I thought this would be fun. These are all made with Hobby Lobby long business envelopes, okay? So you open it up, and here's a pocket, and here's a bunch of tags in there ready to go for pictures, okay? But this here is the envelope, and you fold the envelope up, and this is a little pull-out. So you have this, you cut that, right? And I always have the dog time, and then I just put seam binding on it. And then this is the pocket that you, obviously from the fold, from the envelope, and then you put in cards in there. And then it's got a big tag up at the top from where you cut the envelope open. Oh my gosh, you guys, the greatest tutorial. Love it. It's just a very simple, if you want instant gratification, this is the book. And then when you do your binding, all she has you do is take a piece of the matching paper. So I used, these envelopes were brown. So I just put this on the back of this, and then you mat it so that you can't tell. And here is where you put in your 3 rings or you put in your cinch. So cute. So every page is basically the same. They all have a pocket. They all have a pull-out for a tag. They all have a tag in here. They all have a quote up here. And they all have a pull-out tag up there. So I'm just going to flip through that. So there's this one, and the bikes, and this is another pull-out tag. And then we've got our little thing here. It really is very sweet little collection, and this is perfect for it because it's just very simple, very simple. And I tried to do it just kind of, so if you are a new scrapbooker and you don't know what to do, if you put a lot of flips and tips and turns and everything on it, people get very frustrated and confused, and they don't feel like they want to use it. And I've heard this from so many people. So this I kept simple. I mean, you could literally picture over here, information on this one, or picture on this one, information here, and picture in here. Like, you know, you'd put the picture on one side, and then you could put the information on the other. So each side is, I have the solid color facing out this way because I have little tabs on this side. So I have it so that there's colored pattern paper on this side. That makes sense? So basically all of them are the same. A little sticker. Again, happiness is found in the little things. And you can probably tell I love quotes. So, and I love to put them in my books. Here's flowers. I did another little booklet. Here's the booklet for this one. So you can put little pictures in there, tell the story, whatever. Put that in there. And then it just goes back here. And I said the most wasted of all days is one without laughter. And then I put down here, celebrate. And this was fun. I haven't done this in years, where you just put all this fluffy stuff with your ribbons. And it's a great way to use up just your scraps because you only need about this much. What is that? Maybe 4 inches. So that's that one. Well, also in a tribute to Ginger, I did her other envelope book, and I absolutely adore these. I will go through them quickly. They are both the same pattern. They are using envelopes and cards from Hobby Lobby. You used to be able, for $3.99, and then they'd be half off, you'd get 10 envelopes and 10 cards, right? I don't know what they cost now. I'm really just using up what I have in my stash. And so that it would be $2. Well, you only use 5 of them in a book. So 1 pack was enough to do 2 complete books, which was unheard of. So we'll start with this one. This one is Garden Party by Maggie Holmes, okay? And so here is some lace. This is her. This is one of the cards, some pearls. And then I just had a whole bunch of pink and white flowers in my stash. So I just put those on. Here, this is kind of my signature. I have done charms down the side of my books for 10 years. I have always done it because I like doing beading, and I feel like I can put both of them together, both the paper and the hardware, and it looks really good. So I just use a little, I don't even know what this is called. It was in my stash. And this is a brad, but I don't know what that hook is. And then I add some seam binding, did some charms, put the 5-cent ticket on there. On the back, it says Heirloom Roses. And then to tie it together, I used 3 colors of seam binding that all went with the book. And so when you open up the book, and of course, you know the story, people. If you have a YouTube channel, every time you open something, it doesn't on camera, but it does every other time. So it opens up like this. And I put in a double pocket here and took some of the journaling cards and the tags and just put those in. And I tried to keep with the theme of the seam binding all the way through it. So here's the envelope. This part is the envelope, and this part is the envelope. So this is like the envelope and the envelope. And so here you have one space with a journaling card, and then I always put, I try to put this on when I know I'm specifically making something. I only do it on one side though. So it says place photo here. So then you know you can put the photo here or there, but at least it gives you instructions. So you tuck that in there, right? Then you turn this over and you've got the same thing here. So you've got another one, right? Same thing. Then you've got a pocket over here with more goodies, more tags. Flip this over. Okay, and then you've got this. Well, this is the card. So this is the card that comes with the set that you decorate. And because of the way she has you put the book together, you've got this wonderful slide in, and it just sits there. Just so cute. This was such a creative book. So there's that. So every page is like that. Here's the little squirrel and same pullout. Here's this, same pullout, right? I'm not going to pull out everything. Everyone's seen the garden. I always call it the garden. I know that's not what it's called. The garden collection. Okay, so I did the 2 little tickets. I did a tiny little tag in there and just stuck it in there so they could see what it was. Flip it over. There's that little bike photo mat over here. Because that also, remember, that pulls out so you have enough for each one of these is 4 pictures, just these. So that is enough for 20 pictures. Now, if you were to use these, that would be another 20 pictures. So there's 40 right there. Plus you have 10 of these. So you have 50. Minimum you could put in here would be 50 pictures. I know, it's just amazing to me. Here's this one. Just a little simple thing there. Back over here. Just put a sticker over that sticker. That. Here's this. Sweet. Just like that. I just didn't want you guys to have to sit through this, me flipping through every single thing. There's that. Here's another one. Another one, put that in the middle. Here's this one. And then when I put these on, I only attach it at the bottom. So you can put your picture back in there, and then when you're done, you can glue it. So I just adhere it so it doesn't come off, right? And you open that up, the houses, and there's the lady, and there's a back pocket, just like the front one. I mean, I always put a pocket on the front and the back. And there is tags ready to go, right? And then just like that, and then you tie it up. And then the last one I'm going to show you is the exact same one as this one. And this was actually just paper I had in my stash. And, man, I can't remember where or when I bought this. I'm so sorry. Is this, I think it's one of the spring markets from Echo Park or Cartabella, but they have like they have like flower market 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not sure which one this is. So with this one, I did some flowers and some sprays. I popped up the word beautiful, favorite memories. On the side again, you're going to see all the charms. I did bows and I just did all like fun stuff that went with the colors, okay? Then down here, I took one of the chipboard stickers and put that at the bottom. And then in the back, it's Vintage Market Antiques. So maybe that's what it is. I don't think it's Vintage Market. But anyway, this collection is absolutely another gorgeous one. Everyone's going to think that I'm this big gardener, and I'm not. Believe me, I kill everything. My husband is the gardener. The only thing I can get is rhubarb. But you don't have to do anything for rhubarb. So anyway, back to the book. So here it is. Same as the last book from Ginger. Same idea. Pocket over here. Journaling card, hello gorgeous, and this is just very yummy, very pastel-y, fun colors. And with these, I did them like that. And then, ooh, goober, yuck. And again, tried to just make it very simple so that the person who buys this is not overwhelmed. Very easy to do. And just look, just how sweet is this paper. Vintage farmhouse. This is our happy place. So this would be a cute one if you had pictures of your house, because it is kind of more farm style. And I loved this. I loved this. The true way to live is to enjoy every moment as it passes, and surely it is in the everyday things around us that the beauty of life lies. And that was Laura Ingalls Wilder. I don't know how many people watched it like I did, Little House on the Prairie. Did a little flag thing there. Here's this little hoop, happy day. The more of the farm. I tried to do it so when you lay it out, if you were to lay this out all the way, it has some consistency. Maybe not totally, but at least it has some flow, right? Maybe not consistency, some flow, okay? So there it is with the hoops. And I loved this with the paper clip, with the clothespin and the scissors and stuff. Cute. The basket of flowers. A little tag with flowers. I left that just by itself because that would be a perfect place to put a picture. And this too. And then this. And there we go with this one again. I had that kind of close together, but that's okay. And like that. And go like that. And there's that. And another little flaggy thing. And then back here, I just stuffed it with as many cards as I could get in there. And they are just so pretty. I just couldn't leave them out. And I thought, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can clip one up here, you know, whatever. And I may end up doing that. I may clip one on just to show somebody that you can do that with your cards too. So anyway, that is what I have been up to. And I just wanted to share with you. And I would like to thank everybody who recently has come over and sub to my channel. It seems like the numbers are going up. My goal is to get to 1,500 by June. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to try. So thank you again. I always appreciate you stopping by and taking time to look at what I'm doing, as I hope you're being creative and enjoying spring. It is now the 3rd day of spring. Nope, sorry. Was it spring on Saturday? So it's the 5th day. Yeah. Well, when you're crafting a lot, you don't pay attention, right? Okay. So anyway. All right, people. I will let you go. I will talk to you sooner than later. Thanks again. Bye.